You smell like a piece of shit. Get out of here. I'm like, all right.
It doesn't smell like kangaroo.
In Australia, we were eating these sandwiches, ham and egg sandwiches, and while I was eating, a piece of ham fell on the floor while I was in the hotel room. So with my American logic, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take my ham. Since it's on the floor, I couldn't find a trash can. I'm gonna throw it outside on the sidewalk so a pigeon can eat it. So I take the ham, I throw it on the sidewalk, and this mom with the stroller comes in. She busts her head through the hotel, and then she was like, "You disgusting! Pick it up, put it, throw it in a bin." And I was like, "Oh fuck, that's crazy," because Australia's so clean that all the citizens kind of monitor each other.
Dang, she talked to you like that?
Yeah, like she was fucking pissed, and like she smelled the American on me, like, dude, you fucking dirty scum.
Maybe they don't even have pigeons there. I think they're like
It's an American thing.
no one's gonna clean that up, you asshole.
Throw it to a fucking crocodile, you fucking monster! That's crazy, dude. But wait, why would you throw ham at a pigeon, though?
Right?
Well, I had to backtrack for a second. I was like,
You know, Americans, it's like it's a well-known American thing.
Are pigeons carnivorous?
They eat anything.
So they're
Dude, they
omnivorous?
even eat each other. I saw a pigeon eating another pigeon one time. It was fucking weird. Like it was eating its heart. It was so gross. They're gross. They're gross.
what kind of pigeons were you around? God damn!
This was in South Central.
South Central, they just looked up. What you looking at, motherfucker?
Move along. Move along.
I know. I got kids to feed. Oh my God.
You just stand there.
I peed on myself a lot at Alan Davis. Remember when we were coming back?
What the fuck?
And then I think it was me
in
and Bart,
Hawaii?
but we were peeing on the side next to the cars, and then the wind just started blowing hard on my direction, and I couldn't finish. I mean, I couldn't stop midstream, so it just whoosh, and it just came right back. It made a fucking U-turn right on my knee, and it
You couldn't avoid it. You couldn't.
I couldn't wiggle it around. It just kept fucking spraying.
If you were wearing swim trunks,
I was wearing swimming trunks.
then you're alright, kinda.
I'm alright.
I mean, you want to rinse it
I
off.
don't think it's the liquid that bothers people, though. I think it's the fact that it's pee.
Yeah, but
It's my pee. It's gonna smell later.
I like how you tell us after the fact.
I told you guys I peed on myself when I was
remember,
driving
he
back.
was like,
Yeah.
but now would you, if you did this in a restaurant, or if it was pee, or even like something worse, would you just stay in the bathroom for a while? I mean, is it an extra long time you gotta stay to dry the pants?
When I was younger, I would. Now, I don't give a fuck. I'd just be like, dude, I fucking pissed on myself.
I remember I was like in like elementary school and was a kid. I went to the bathroom to do was just stand there with no pants on.
Everybody has that one.
And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I pissed my pants. And he just has pants hanging and his underwear hanging up here, just standing in the bathroom.
Like with nothing.
You know what?
I was like in 4th grade, but I was like,
You're like, should I help this guy? You just feel bad?
Inappropriate.
all right, I'll tell the teacher. He was in my class. Like, I was wondering, where the hell have you been?
He's been there for 3 years. He's just waiting. Nobody came to get me. I had pee-pee pants.
Dude, that stuff happens sometimes.
Yeah.
One time I ate something bad, and I don't know what happened. I ended up at some girl's house, and then I had to throw my drawers out the window.
No!
Oh my god.
So
That's like Dumb and Dumber. Remember when you fucking shit?
I threw my drawers out the window. I was like, I gotta go home. She's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just gotta go.
Oh, man.
A lot of it's in Scotland.
You guys never peed on yourself before?
I have.
When I was a teenager, we went to Big Bear with my family, and I was like wrestling with my brothers in the snow. And then I had this like, you know those like chola belts where it's like the belt
Oh, yeah,
buckle?
with the name, like a letter or something?
Yeah. And then like, you know how you have to slide?
You got a D for dog
So
paddle?
I couldn't like slide it open, and I was in the porta potty, and I'm just like, fuck. And I ended up peeing on myself, and then for the rest of the day, I kept trying to cover it.
You peed up the hole, you released all the pee?
Yeah, and I was wearing jeans too.
Oh, God!
I would put all the snow on like the rest of my legs to melt it, so I could kind of cover it up. I actually have a photo in my house from that day, and you could see the whole piece thing.
That's what you get for having that fucking...
Do you think it smelled?
I don't remember.
You just smell like a kid.
No, I was like,
Kids do smell like
I was
fucking
like
piss.
13.
Oh.
Oh my God, you're too old to pee on yourself.
That's what you get for having a ridiculous belt
I
like
know,
that.
the fucking belt.
Pee for...
Why didn't you just hold it until you can...
I couldn't, like...
There is a good feeling to pee. Like if you just, I'm just gonna pee right now. And then you just like have that moment before it's like not before it's uncomfortable, there's got to be some relief.
I don't know, when you're in the
You
ocean,
probably enjoyed it for a second. Like, I'm like, oh, fucking, I'm peeing now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I was just standing there and I'm like, yeah.
And then 20 seconds later, like,
Really
this
gotta
sucks.
pee? When you really gotta pee and you see the toilet, somehow your body's like, fuck it!
And you're like, your body knows the toilet's close. Like it's coming, you're like pulling into your driveway, and your body's like already getting itself prepared.
And it intensifies. You have to pee even more.
I know, running into the house, get the damn keys out.
I always feel weird peeing on myself. Even when you're in the ocean and you're peeing on yourself, I feel
It feels great.
but I feel like I violated myself.
No, I feel like a natural caveman.
Me too.
It feels so.
I know, Gio. When we were in Hawaii, she was supposed to like cliff dive and shit, and then she goes, "Hurry up, I gotta pee!" And she just jumps up, and I just watch. She goes, her face goes straight blank. You don't even know what she's doing. She's like, "Ha!"
What? You're peeing during a clip dive?
No, in the ocean, she just right when she dropped it, her face got. Super
You should probably peed while you were jumping.
Ew, that would have landed on me. That's not smart.
Have you guys ever been in a crazy car accident?
Oh yes, dude.
Oh yeah.
Mine. So, Mr. Scott. So Scott was my roommate at the time. We actually went to elementary school together. At the elementary school that I was at before I got expelled from there. We went to the same high school, and then we just happened to go to the same college. So every time I would go back from Riverside back to Sacramento, we would drive together. This one, we are in Modesto, so that's only about an hour and a half away from Sacramento. I see this fool dozing off. I'm like, yo, pull over, I'm gonna drive. He goes, no, I got it, I'm good. I was like, are you sure? He goes, dude, I got it, don't worry. He's very adamant about this shit. Right, I fall asleep. I wake up, I look at him. He's driving like this.
Shit!
And so he starts veering off. I'm like, oh shit! And I take
Damn, how did you wake up just in time?
David, take the wheel.
because you can feel the car jerk. The spider senses. And oh shit! And so I readjusted the wheel. True story. Readjusted the wheel. That means we're fine, right? He wakes up. He goes, oh shit! This motherfucker, dude. We are in the furthest lane, and we somehow missed every single car on the right. And then we spun out and then flew into a ditch. Yeah, I was so pissed. You know what's crazy? Like in those moments, like when you're spinning out of control, it feels like an eternity.
Yes, it's like slow motion.
It does.
It's slow.
I can remember how I was screaming too. It was like a bitch. I was like, ah! Like,
Was that your car? Or was it his car?
It was his Camry, and this fool gets a new car right after, a brand new Camry. He crashes it like in the next 2 months.
Oh my.
Fell asleep again.
Damn.
I can't fall asleep driving. It's crazy.
It's so easy for me too. That's why I just pulled over.
Yeah, I just pull over, dude.
Yeah, I can never drive at night because it's pitch black outside. There's really
You're
nothing
like,
to
relax.
see. Yeah, and by the end of the day, I'm really tired. So when I'm driving, it's just boring, and then my eyes would just start falling asleep.
That's why I hate driving from like LA back to Sacramento, because I've had a whole, you know the what do you call it, the grapevine?
Yeah.
There's no place to stop. So when I was getting super sleep, I call it a grace of God, but I was like falling asleep because it was super gloomy. And then right when I was like, it was to that point where I was rolling down the windows, I was just screaming just to keep myself awake. And then right when that happened, like sunlight came through and it woke my ass up. I was like, oh jeez, I said thank you so much.
It's like, oh, the angels singing shit.
That's what it felt like to me, dude.
Damn.
Really sad.
Oh, I got conned in Beijing, but because I didn't know the language and my friend was the one speaking everything, I didn't know what the hell was going on until I started realizing what was going on. So we got taken into this little area. Long story short, you know those guys that ride the bikes and then you sit in the back? We got taken to an area, yeah, it's like a rickshaw or something, but I didn't know what was going on because they were just communicating. I was just taking pictures like a fucking tourist, like I don't give a fuck, right? And then we stopped. And he pulls out this laminated card that says tour of like old village, $2,000 US, private ride, $3,000 US. Everything added up to be like $10,000. I was thinking like, do these fuckers even know how much this costs? Like it's a laminated card too. They think that's official. And then he started haggling with my buddy. And as they were doing that, like the whole village came out and just surrounded us and just stared at us. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're being conned by a whole entire village right now? And yeah, and it was like it looked like people's dads and like sons, and it was just all dudes, but nobody looked threatening. And I was just standing there like, holy shit, what the fuck? And then when this one guy came up to me like, tip, tip like this, right? Luckily, I only carry like a little bit of money, like $5 in my wallets when I travel. Like third world country style, I just keep it inside, like hidden all over. Cause I can always pull out my wallet and go, here, that's fucking everything I got. I don't have anything in here. And I fucking trip out and they go, oh fuck. All right. And then what crazy? What I found out was, he says that the con artists feel cheated because they didn't have that much loot from us.
Wow.
Because my friend had like $40 and I had like $5, so they thought that we would have had more money. And yeah. But I mean, that's usually my resort is like, I don't have too much money. You want to jack a peasant? Go ahead. But yeah, I think it was just weird because that guy looks like a sleazy con and you could beat the fuck out of him, right? But then these guys look like just members of a regular village that are conning us because they're so desperate. So I start feeling bad, like these guys need food, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.